everyone, and welcome to the Evolve with Emily show. I am your host, Emily Hayden, and you are listening to the last message of 2021. Every single Monday, I bring a message of the day to you guys, so here's today's message. You were just gifted with the most incredible opportunity. You were just gifted with the opportunity of a fresh start, of a new chance, of a chance to go again, to simply try again. So regardless if you had the best year of your life in 2021, or if you had one of the hardest years of your life in 2021, you have just now been gifted an opportunity to have a clean slate, a new chance, a new opportunity to go at this thing called life again. I lost one of my best friends a couple of years ago on Christmas Day, and I think about the year before that, and I think about him ending that year, preparing for the next year, and having no idea that that was his last year on Earth. So think about that for yourself. What if this next year is your last year to do everything that you were called to do on this earth? What if this next year is the last year of somebody that you love? What would you do with that time? How would you appreciate that time? I think there's a lot of people that they take time and they take life for granted. They simply think that there's plenty of it. They think that there's an abundance of it, and they think that their time's never going to come. But the truth is, all of our clocks run out at a certain amount of time, right? All of our clocks have a certain set date, and our time is going to come one way or another. And so will the people that we love. And I hope that you don't see this as a doomsday message. It's not what it's intended to be whatsoever. But I hope that you see it as just a way to have more gratitude for your life in general, have more gratitude for the people around you, to never take anything for granted. There are so many people that have so many great things in their lives, and they simply just choose to focus on the negative and choose to focus on the fact that it was one of the hardest years of their life. And so they bring more of that into their year and into their life, instead of recognizing, yeah, I went through some hard shit. Everybody does. But how can I allow that hard season of my life to make me better? What have I learned? How can I grow? And how can I become a more loving, more kind, more compassionate, more driven, more focused, productive, still mindful version of myself? What are those ways that you need to improve? What has been highlighted to you within the last year? If you haven't taken time to self-reflect and look at the last year and try to gain all that you can from it, take some time to do that. Take time to do that and implement that into your life. If you notice that you have unconscious habits and patterns of X, Y, and Z, then start making conscious efforts to work on those exact things. If you have the unconscious pattern of just falling into this always busy mentality, always filling your schedule and your calendar up, then make sure that you intentionally put some moments of stillness and some mindful practices inside of your life. Could be meditation, could be breath work, could be walking and visualizing, just anything to bring you present to the moment and bring some moments of stillness to your life, to your day, and to your calendar. Whatever it is, identify those areas and choose to be conscious of them, choose to practice them. Because the truth is, we only get one shot at this thing called life. And if you want to live the most fulfilled life, it doesn't mean that things are always going to be happy and things are always going to be good. It just means that you soak life for every ounce of what it is. And life is comprised of the hard and of the good moments. It's comprised of both. I have this group called Evolve X Worldwide, which if you guys aren't a part of it, you guys should absolutely join it. It's a entry-level mentorship group, and we meet twice a month on Zoom. We do a live mentorship Zoom call. And on those calls, we've had the same group of people pretty much all year. And now I've been able to watch them go through the highs and lows of life. And, they'll come in at a low moment and we are there for them. We support them. We encourage them. We give them our tips, our advice as a group, as a whole. And then they come back and they're at a high moment. And we're so excited to see them in new job positions, out of relationships that were toxic and, doing in such a better spot. And being able to journey through life with other people, with a community of people, one, I think is how it was originally intended. We are meant for community. But two, it's just such a beautiful picture that everybody goes through it in that the seasons change. The hard seasons, they change. The incredible seasons, they change at a certain point, and it's okay. And I think what it does is allows you to go through these highs and lows of life, knowing full well they won't last, knowing full well that another season is coming. What that can do is help you to stay grateful, stay grounded, really help you to appreciate each moment as it comes, help you to have a new mindset that even when a hard or a bad or negative thing does come across your path, it's not going to be soul crushing. You're going to have hope for the future. You're never going to be hopeless. You're always going to have faith, always going to have hope, because you will have watched other people journey through that. So whether you're a part of that group or not, recognize that in, the people that you've seen online, and, you see people go through just some of the hardest moments in life, and you think, how are they getting through? One, I think it's just in having faith that we are not all that there is. Like, there is a spiritual world, right? There's an unseen world. And I think as you become more aware to what's already there, which is the spiritual world, the more that you're able to take these human experiences for exactly what they are. They're simply just a part of the human experience, and we all experience them. So when you realize that, you can really get out of the victim mode mentality of, well, X, Y, and Z happened to me, and that's why I'm going to stay negative and stuck and stay where I'm at and project everything onto everyone else. It's like, no, we've all actually experienced that too, and we in this group are choosing to be happy and fulfilled and focus on the positive and deal with the hard, deal with the trauma, deal with those things, but not stay there, right? It's one thing to address and deal and feel through and work through these things. It's another thing to set up camp there and to lay some foundation and to build a house and to build a community there. There are entire groups of communities that will focus on just your trauma and just the hard things in life and make that your entire life's story and mission. You could do that. Or you could join this other group of people over here on the other side that is focusing on the positive in their life, that has worked through the trauma and the hard and the negative and all of those things that are not serving you or others. And they're actually coming into a place of happiness and fulfillment and feeling of service and feeling important and, connected to their mission and their purpose and their values. Recognize who in your life is in that first group that's setting up camp in that negative, and who in your life is in that second group. Recognize where you're at and make some conscious changes, because we only get one life, and you need to live your life to the absolute fullest. And you can't do that if you're staying stuck in habits and patterns and beliefs and thoughts that are not serving you to be your best. You were meant to be the fullest expression of you. So identify anything that is not that, let it go, and consciously move forward. This is your new opportunity. Everybody that is listening to this was given a new opportunity, a new chance at a new life. If you're looking around and you're not really happy or excited about the life that you're living, good. Decide to make a change, and then do the work that is required to create that change that you desire. That change doesn't happen overnight. You don't get to see the fruit of the seeds that you just planted today for quite a while. Most of the time, that seed has to take root. It needs proper sunlight. It needs proper watering. It needs attending to. And then it grows a little bit over time. And then eventually, when it sprouts up and then you eventually see the fruit, you're like, oh my gosh, thank God I planted that seed so long ago. So look in your life and figure out, what kind of seeds do you want to plant today? Work on planting those seeds, work on watering those seeds, work on having them around other good seeds that have good, strong roots and good foundations, that are growing, that are obviously having wonderful fruit in their life. If you want to know who somebody is, if you want to know who, what they're about, don't just listen to what they say. Look at the fruit of their life. Look at the actual evidence in their life that shows the seeds that they were planting years ago, weeks ago, months ago. Everyone listening, this is your new chance, your new opportunity. You've been asking over and over. There's some people listening that they've just been asking for an opportunity for a chance, and they don't have the perspective because that opportunity is not coming the way that they want it. They want that opportunity in a new relationship, in a new job, and something really tangible. And so they're not even recognizing the fact that they were given a new opportunity with a fresh start, with a fresh day, that morning freshness where everything from yesterday is gone. And now you get the opportunity to simply live within the confines of today. And I think that's what you have to make your goal, is to live within the confines of today. Stop living in the past. Stop overanalyzing and living only for the future or stressing about it. Live presently in the moment. Get yourself present. And then you'll realize all of the beautiful things that are right in front of you. And they've been there the entire time. Some of you just have your hands on your eyes like this, and your eyes are shut and you don't see it. And if you would simply just be aware to the things that are already right now in front of you, you would realize that you have every single thing that you need for that change that you desire, for that opportunity that you desire. It's in the opportunities that are right in front of you right now. Take a hold of them, squeeze them for all that they're worth, squeeze every ounce out of life that you possibly can, because you only get one shot. That's today's message. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you enjoyed today's message and the last message of 2021, do me a favor and share it on your Instagram stories. Tag the podcast page, Evolve with Emily Podcast. Share it with a friend. Do your thing. Rate and review the show if you haven't done that already. It helps the show grow. And I will see you guys in 2022. Can't even say it yet. 2022. Whoop, whoop. Everybody have an incredible new year. Please be safe. Don't do anything stupid. Do not drive and drink. Uber, taxi, call a friend, stay at home, do that maybe, but don't be stupid, please. I want you all to make it, and I want everybody that you love to also make it to 2022. So be fun, have safe. I love you. Bye.